Discord and get this going. Hello, everybody. It is 2:33 p.m. Central Time on the 17th of July, 2019. It is Wednesday here in the United States. Hope you're doing well. We are here again on the Earthquake 3D live stream to talk about seismic events struck since my update that I did about 12 hours ago, about 2:30 in the morning. Did a full hour and a half long update running over the earthquakes that happened up till 2:30 in the morning last night. Go check that out over on my YouTube channel. We're not going to be repeating ourselves much. We're just going to look at everything that's hit since last night. And man, do I have something to show you. Look what happened over on the west coast of the United States. 5.4 earthquake came in off the shores of Oregon, as well as new 3 and 4.0 activity last night down in Southern California. And look over on the East Coast, guys. The Virginia-Tennessee border has been hit. This is this little pinnacle point here, westernmost point of Virginia. Now, those of you who have been paying attention to my forecast for this week, new to watch at the western Virginia border region. But first, we need to get into this, because this 5.4 or 5.3, depending on which agency you go with, this is significant. It's the first 5 that we've had off the west coast of Oregon or Washington in many months' time. And I need to take you back in time. We need to go on a little time travel adventure here. We're going to go back in time to last night on my Twitter page. So we're zooming back in time to 11 hours ago. And here we are. I made a post last night saying all points alert. Hotspot coming up in the ocean west of the Oregon-Washington border. Look close. It's quick. It's in the water. Provided the live link to the satellite. Now, you might not be able to see it on here. You probably won't be able to because of my brightness on the stream. Again, I've got color settings on the stream and stuff. But you can come over and look on Twitter and brighten it up. You can do whatever you need to do with your monitor to get that to show. And you'll see a few mile long hotspot showing up out here in the ocean. And let me show you where it showed up. So over here on the west coast of Oregon, it showed up right about here. Okay, so right about here, south of the Combe Ridge and north of Hydrate Ridge. Now, Hydrate Ridge, what's a hydrate? Many people might not know. There's a frozen, semi-solid methane, layers of it, that's down in the ground all over the earth, but particularly along the coasts of many continents. Methane deposits. They're called hydrates. And down in the crust, you get layers of hydrates. Well, they can get heated up or displaced. So, large amount of methane out here. And then, to top it all off, we've got all of our volcanoes all the way from down here. You can see them, these undersea mounts. Here and here and here. And here. Okay, we just keep going up along the coast, and we have several volcanoes that reach over to here, where we then have tens of thousands of small volcanoes. Each one a small butte, maybe a few hundred to a few thousand feet high. From the ocean floor, you can see the cones on some of these. This is called the axial seamount right here. And in 2015, the axial seamount erupted. Now, they didn't tell us. The professionals didn't tell us until after the eruption was done. They didn't want to cause a panic, they said. But right when all the eruption was happening, a 6.0 earthquake struck out here, right at the tip of this, the cleft segment. When it struck, I made a report on it, and no professional telling us about the eruption happening out there that they were monitoring. So while they were kind of not paying attention to the earthquakes out here, they were monitoring an eruption that was happening. Then a 6.0 earthquake happened. That was back in, I think, in 2015. So here we are now. Oh, I've been shut off. I've been shut off. I've been shut off completely. Shut off. 0 kilobytes a second. My internet's off. My internet is off. Look, upper right-hand corner. Gotta be kidding me, man. There you go. I'm going to save this as a video, and I'm going to go upload it. I'm going to go get a connection from my freaking neighbors or turn on my mobile connection on my cell phone and try and upload this sucker. They just shut me off while I'm on freaking live, man. Like literally 0 kilobytes per second shut off internet. Now I got to go get a connection? This is baloney bullshit, man. Pardon my language, kids. PG-13. Parents, I'm sorry if you heard the BS word, but you can then explain to your young one what we're talking about. This is a real life lesson right here. People try to tell me that it's, oh, you need to check your router. I worked for the phone company for 10 years, guys. Look, the chances of this going off while I'm on, I was only up, it's 1 in 24 hours. I mean, how many minutes are in it? 60 minutes in an hour times 24? The chances of it going off in this short period of time since I've been on is insane. No drop frames either. I've been live for 14 hours. So live for 14 hours since my last shut off yesterday. Well, there it is. There it is. We call this censorship. We call this, it's shut down. That's what it is. Now, I think this makes them, quote unquote, the people shutting me down, well, obviously the professionals, makes them look desperate, right? I mean, that makes them look desperate. We issued a warning for the location directly. We called for a mid-range 5 to upper 5, maybe even a 6, to be coming off the coast of Oregon. We showed the hotspots last night, and then this now takes place today, 12 hours later. And then I get on and try and tell you, and I'm shut off. It's not me doing anything, guys. Whatever. You guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I'm going to save this and go upload it. I'll be back in an hour because it's going to take a long time to upload a short video on somebody else's connection. You got to be kidding me, man.